Hey guys, you're welcome to Banter with Ave. My name is Ave, obviously. And today I have a beautiful, in fact, let me just let her introduce herself before I go into flattery.
Hi everyone, my name is B Sinclair.
Hey B Sinclair. So, fun facts, this is my family friends in-law, okay? We bond over drinks and parties.
Just call me Auntie B.
And law, please, B. Auntie B. Okay, so this is Auntie B, but you know, the energy we're having together, it almost feels weird to call her Auntie, because she's my co-auntie. But this is Auntie B, and Auntie B, thank you. You know that this is the first episode of Banter with Abi.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so cheers. It's water that is inside here. Fun fact. Okay, so I'm going to let her introduce herself. So let me tell you what I know about her. She's very artistic. She does skits on Instagram. B, what do you do?
I do skits on Instagram.
Okay, not skits. Okay, not skits.
I don't do skits on Instagram.
Okay, not skits. Like, she goes around. B for president. Does that ring a bell?
Okay, yes. But
No
then
comments.
that was because everyone and their mom and their dogs were running for president. So
this shot is still hitting everybody because everybody's coming out now. I think I'm just going to join a party and just run because, I mean, why not?
even Caroline just came out.
I
deputy
Toto,
governor.
Caroline, Funke,
Yeah. Akwa Ibom.
and they're going for governor, not even like minister or
House of Reps.
House of Reps. They're going. I love it.
Shoot for the stars.
Shoot for the stars. That's what it is. So, B, what do you actually do? Because you know, you give me a very artistic vibe.
Well, I like to call myself a multi-potentialite, meaning I do a lot of stuff. And, you know, I do art, I do furniture, product design. I'm currently learning UI, UX.
What's that?
User interface design.
Sorry, when you said UI,
User interface design. And I run a haulage company with my husband.
Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Tammy.
Yeah, and I manage my husband, is also an artist.
It's a job.
So I do honestly anything that's going to fetch me money that is not
And
illegal
then you hop inside
or
it.
prostitution. I'll do it.
If that is your way, no problem. Oh, please, if you go that way, no wahala. So we're going to go right straight into the gist. So we know myself, know B.
Yeah.
And I don't know if recently you saw that Covenant, they recently banned black on black, and they also banned the use of brogues. Brogues are like, I had to Google it just to be sure that my previous knowledge was not failing me, which are like corporate shoes. One question is why, but what did you see it first of all?
I did.
Your thoughts?
They seem like haters. That's just
Because
it.
black and black is so cool. Like, how would you hate on black and black?
And brogues.
And brogues, like, and like they don't do law in that. So I'm wondering, like, if law was a course there, they'd have just scrapped the whole college and then all of you go home.
Maybe they'll have their own law school uniform.
Law?
Yeah. It sounds like something they'll do.
But can you do it though? I mean, this Bishop paid it for if you want to.
Is it school now?
Is it school really?
I'm
You
telling you,
cannot-
if you're angry, go and open your
old school. Because I went to AFE, and AFE were all color coded. Like SMS, which is social and management sciences, they wear blue. I don't know how that is relational. If you are in medical and health sciences, you wear red, like blood.
That sounds tragic.
Engineering, they were wearing green based on grass and field. Sciences, they were wearing cream. I don't know what that was for. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Nigerian universities are focused on the wrong things.
On the very wrong things.
Because I don't think it makes any sense. Like, why do you have to color code university students?
They said for identification. I prefer to hold an ID card, probably, because I don't know why my color is... That's by the way. But like she said, I feel like they're focused on the wrong things. I spoke to someone recently and he was saying, okay, maybe the black and black is maybe like cultism. They're trying to curb that.
Those niggas just don't want you looking fresh. That's the truth.
Black, if you pull up black, we went for an event recently now, like Auntie Timmy's 50th. It was black and gold, but most people were pulling up in black and black, and it was a hit. So it's such a lovely color. Like,
black is amazing. You know, I did when I had my wedding, I had everyone wear black.
Her cake was black.
Yeah, everyone wore black, and I did it for one reason. I didn't want any, you know, I feel like black kind of puts everyone on like the same level. So you can't really be overdressed, you can't really be underdressed. And I didn't want anyone coming looking like so flashy.
Yeah, because I think your wedding was so simple.
Yeah, like an LBB. So that's why I wanted everyone to wear black. So even if you're going to like, you know, come as Cinderella, you're black.
No one is going to see
exactly.
you.
So
Nobody's like honestly being focused on the brogues. Maybe the black and black might make sense.
I love brogues, so I'm really upset
but
about
like
that.
the brogues, like why? Okay, if you're trying to curb cultism and it's black on black, understandable. But the brogues,
is it brogues for everyone or like female?
I think
like male and female.
No, male and female. I saw if I have the post, I'll probably like put it here. I saw it and I think they displayed like at their chapel and they were like, nobody should wear like brogues or wear black on black.
I'm not surprised. I was in CU for a little period in my life.
Before we started
dark days.
before we started production, she just said, I was in CU. I was like, you know what? We have to start recording now. So tell me what that was like.
It was horrible.
Fun facts: I went to Faith Academy, so I can relate to what. But before I tell you my experience, tell me how was it like? CU. Deep breaths.
It was actually really horrible, and I have no idea why I went there when I had the option of actually going abroad earlier. But then a lot of my friends were there. I'm not the kind of person who makes friends really easily.
Yeah, I think a lot of people went to uni because we're going.
Yeah, because everyone was there, so it wasn't like.
Let me just say this: there was this. I don't know if like in secondary school we should count it as dating. In SST, there was this guy that I was with. Okay, that I was dating my SST, and I was in Faith Academy in one branch. He was in Faith Academy in another branch, and we're like, okay, we're going to unite, run into the stars, go to Covenant. Before we reach uni, last.
Your breakfast.
So I didn't end up going there. So I feel most people like their uni, their first year, they just wanted to go because my friends are here, but where are you now? My dear, continue the experience.
It was horrible for me. I didn't like it, but then I didn't like a lot of things. So I just like
bad guy B.
No, I didn't like it, but I went there because my friends were there, and I'd already like made. I didn't even used to go to class. I used to just sit on my bed and watch anime.
Go to school, kids.
24/7, 365.
Really?
Yeah, go to school. I'm not like encouraging guys not to do that, but then.
Yeah,
I found Bleach in Covenant University. I started watching Bleach in CU. So I feel like that's a good thing. Yeah. So that's when I actually discovered my love for anime. So I feel like if I didn't go, I probably wouldn't have started. But that's one thing I took out of there.
Yeah.
So kudos to
see you. One good thing.
Yeah.
So I did go to Faith Academy, and the experience when I heard about these brogues and black on black thing, I was not surprised because in Faith Academy, we had some people that went to a pool party. Someone organized a pool party, not in school, obviously, like outside school. And by the time they had come back, they made all of them go to the disciplinary committee because they had a pool party. I think some people got suspended. Or like that school is high jump. Faith Academy, Covenant. But the truth is, like, whatever rocks your boat, you understand. I came out and I mean, look at me. I'm still okay. I don't know. I went to Afesha, I think, to sort of remove the Jew that Faith Academy gave me.
Well, a lot of Faith Academy people I know are quite cool.
Yeah. But I feel you have to find yourself. If you go to like probably an extreme Christian or like what mission, I think they call it mission school now, right?
Yeah.
If you go to like an extreme mission school, whatever, you need to find yourself outside the four walls of that, because I don't think it exactly prepares you for
the real world.
For the real world. It's like everything is so.
And I find that it's actually harder to find yourself in that kind of setup because they kind of program, they want everyone to be the same way. They kind of want everyone to be alike.
This episode is in partnership with Elytron and Hobby. Elytron is a music and real estate company. It's also a digital studio and an Airbnb. On the other hand, Hobby is a platform that helps you save money by sharing. Check their website at www.hobby.com. Yeah, so I feel like mission schools, everything that probably has Christian, that is majorly God-based or religion-based, they do not prepare you like for the real world. I don't know if it's an intentional thing or it's unintentional. I feel like there sometimes, because I went to Faith Academy, like I said, and I feel like they were more focused on graduating us as pastors, making us go to back, which is not wrong. But where is the balance? Like, where is...
I don't know if it's just like missionary schools here in Nigeria. I can't speak for any other country.
Yeah, because we're here.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of the missionary schools in Nigeria are really more focused on the outward appearance of like spirituality and all of that, not necessarily the inward.
Exactly. I'm like, this is me doing podcasting now. I'm a medical student. I'm a medical physiologist. And our guidance and counseling, it was mostly spiritual. If you want to talk to somebody about something, which is not bad to put scriptures in your face and everything, it's not bad. But okay, can you tell me like, okay, what I was misguided and I should have probably done arts. If you know me, you should know that I should have done arts. And I went to do medicine 4 years, went to Afe, did medicine for my purpose has found me. I'm doing something totally different. So I feel like it's not bad if you do want to take, because there are some things I took out of, going to a mission school. There are some values that I still hold dear and everything. But like, if you're going to run that, find a balance really, because you're dealing with human beings, imperfect people that they probably do not know their way. So you need to find, I don't know. Were you guided when you were in government? Like before they took their position, like did they find out, are you okay? Is there something going on?
No,
why aren't you going to classes? Exactly. No. They just assumed that bad gang.
They used to have stuff where guys would face panel, and a lot of times when people would face panel, you're really going to face panel with people who have already decided what they want to do with you.
They are not trying to hear.
They're not trying to hear what you have to say.
I agree.
And it's like you guys just want, you forget that people are people.
Yeah.
You expect a certain level of perfection from imperfect people.
Exactly.
And you are so focused on how they are dressed. Wear this
the color they're wearing.
Yeah, wear this.
You're wearing black, your hat is black.
It's like you're focused on the physical. You're really neglecting like the psychological and like
I
emotional.
totally agree.
Even the spiritual aspects of you're neglecting, to be honest.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because you just want something that you are comfortable with seeing. So it's not really about the other person.
Yeah.
It's more or less you. Like, I want you to be dressed like this so that I feel that you are this person.
Exactly.
Not about you being that person.
Yeah. I grew up in Faith Academy hearing things like, if you don't give your tithes, things will be tight. The child that screams the loudest is who the father carries first, which means like if you are praying, if your voice is not louder than the person beside you, God will not hear you. If you went to Faith Academy and you are listening to me right now, break out of such, because for a very long time I was so scared of God, the person who God is. Now, like, I'm going to learn that God is a loving father, that is not disappointed with, but the principals, the owners they are more disappointed than the God that made me. You are making, did God come to die for black and black? Like, it's not all salvation is about. Black on black brogues.
Reminds me of that year when my mom would say, when you sleep, don't cover your body with black wrapper. All those kind of things that don't make sense. No offense, mommy. All those kind of stuff.
Oh my God.
You should know, do you follow these dramatic people on Instagram, Mommy Gio? It's straight up Mommy Gio bands. That's what Nigerian
I'm telling you, I feel like the people that, if they should probably have like Mommy Gio, I think Fumilayo. They should have her in these schools, because what they are doing is almost equal to what she's saying. I feel like it is more than that. It is really more than that. Salvation is more than that. Sorry to sound so, hallelujah. But salvation is more than that. Schools are more than that. You're dealing with real people. I don't know why they wanted to go that route of the black and black, the color coding. Another thing is only them, they're in their school. Maybe they are using brogues to do God knows what. Or I don't know.
I don't even care.
I'm giving them benefits of doubt. And also, if you're in a mission school, if you're in Faith Academy, if you're in Covenant, if you're in Bingham, Bingman, and Bowen, Bingham, or whatever school, I don't know, whatever mission school, because they get it wrong in Nigeria most of the time. We're not saying you're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
We're just saying find yourself and just do and live, right? Do and live so you won't be under. Just do your best, right? And live on time. Abby, do and live on time.
Nice point. The longer you stay.
Today, brogues. Tomorrow, brows. You cannot do brows.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so just find a way. I went to Afe. They never really forced, if you are an Afe student listening, they never really forced like chapel services on us. You understand? Afe has a high rate of a lot of things that I'll not mention But they never forced any of that. But like we still had students coming out good, students that were doing well, and they didn't force that on us. So how much of your school? See, my work in Faith Academy, we failed 20 heaven on earth sets. You are listening to the.
But you have to give it to see a lot of their students
are doing
thrive.
Very well
when they come out.
Yeah, see, if you're doing very well in school, you're thriving with everything happening. You are a G.
No, everything else aside, like forget this whole Nigerian spirituality.
Yeah, it's actually it's a good institution.
It's actually not a bad school.
Yeah,
like they have like the library, all of the resources that they have.
Yeah, it's really good. It's just world class.
Yeah, there's just this sprinkle of nonsense. That's the only problem. But
like every Nigerian university, but I wouldn't know why. Please, I believe that there will be an avenue for people to send mails and all that.
No,
but
there's
like,
no avenue. Forget about it.
Yeah, I mean to us. Yeah, it's a battle. So if you can let us know, we want to know the gist. If there is a gist, the black on black. If the boys were looking too sexy or the girls were looking too attractive on the black and black, or if the boys,
black does make people look nice. Though.
Black, like look at her, guys. Look at
her. But actually,
look at us. Look at us. We also people on set are wearing black and they look very
nice.
So yeah. So what should I say, Auntie B? You guys.
Auntie B,
because we're here, right? We'll keep it cool. We'll keep it cool. So, you have a very talented husband. If you've ever been to Grey, you see some art.
I'm so sorry. That was my watch. That was my alarm.
One, let's go.
Go on.
Okay, so B, you mentioned that you manage your husband, and so if you are staying in Abuja, right, and you've been to Grey, all my outsiders, there's like this art. I saw it on Instagram. Someone was saying, who knows who did this art? I think Norma, if she's watching, hi Norma, she was like, who did this art? And I sent her Uncle Tammy's page, sent the artist thing. So he's so talented. He does like arts with nails and everything. I'll try and put his handle so you guys can check out. So how is it like? Did you guys plan it? Because you also do a lot of art. He does a lot of art. You guys are like an artsy couple. Even with your wedding, there are a lot of, you could tell that these people are very eccentric. Was this something you planned or?
No, I actually have always loved art. Like, I've been doing art since as long as I can remember. And when I actually met my husband, it's a funny story, but I actually knew he was my husband from like the first day. And then we got talking and we realized we have the same interests,
Aww.
We love the same things. And, it was a hit from day one. Aww. And when I met him, he wasn't doing a lot of art. He was doing anime style manga drawings, but he wasn't doing like a lot of like different kind of arts. But I'm the kind of artist that, you can't really put me in a box. I like to do every kind of arts there is to do. So we would constantly try things, and then he found his niche.
Yeah.
So he's a string artist, and, he's just been working since then. The first string art he did took him a whole year.
Wow.
Yeah, to do it. And now he does like a work that size. If he doesn't sleep 3 nights, like 3 days, yeah.
Wow.
And, or like a week or 2, he's done.
Wow, that's amazing. I love. It's not these days that I don't know what our youths are doing. I don't know what love is to you people. Okay, also your son, Yasher. Did I call that right?
Yeah.
Yasher. Amazing guy. Yasher, if you watch this in future, know we're big fans. Electron, BANTER that we have been, we're big fans of you. So you're homeschooling your son, right?
Yeah.
And in Nigeria, that is almost unheard of. You hardly hear people saying they are homeschooling their kids. So what brought up the idea? When did you know that, my child needs to be homeschooled? And how is that like? What challenges are you facing? What's that about?
Well, I always wanted to homeschool my son. Like, it was something I wanted to do before I even like thought about having like a baby or finding I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wanted to be with someone who was down for that. Mm-hmm. And my husband is like 100%. He's even too down for it, in my opinion. So, contrary to what you think, there's actually a homeschooling community here in Abuja, and it's quite big. And I do meet, and a lot of the parents who are there are people there are some people who are educators, child psychologists,
wow.
People from like different,
And the fees are fair.
There's not even fees because it's really you.
Okay.
You know, so what homeschooling is, there are different ways you can do it. It's really like making class out of everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? Like my son is like, when we have to bake, let's say, oh, how do you add? Or 1 cup of this, if you add another cup, that's 1 + 1, that's 2. So as we go, I'm teaching him maths, yeah. So if we have to pay for something, if you pay for this, how much do you get back? You know, so that's how we learn maths. English, you know, I say a word and he asked me, what does that mean? Like, there was one time I said accident and he was like, what's accident? And I was like, you know, because we're passing on the road and there was an accident, like when there's like a collision of cars, and he starts finding ways to use the word. So there's actually when I started, I thought that there wasn't, like, I thought it was just me. You know, I met a friend of mine who's also an artist who was homeschooling 2 of his kids, and they do some sort of where parents meet up and they have like someone who tutors their kid. I didn't really want to like leave the tutoring of my kid up to someone else. So I did find a community where it's like parents are actually the one doing it. Yeah, doing the job.
What's the name of the community?
Big. It's Abuja Stay and Play. Okay. Yeah, it's run by Raising ID on Instagram. And she even just opened a center in BMT Garden called Conscious Family Center. So we have play dates like 4 times in a week. The last time we were there, they made Play-Doh. So it was like a little science experiment.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah,
they have another science experiment happening tomorrow. So she goes to places where, like zoos, Space Center, this Obasanjo Space Center, we've been there. And she goes to all of these places where, you know, and curates like events for parents and their children. So we make a learning experience out of every excursion. Wow, so it's actually
that's very interesting. I love that, because school fees. You're paying school fees only for your children to watch television. Like, what's all that?
Sleep.
Or to sleep. What's that? You can sleep in my house. So I love that. I think it's something I might consider.
Yeah, but you know, it's like, it's not easy, because I feel like certain people have you might just think that, oh, it's not like it's easy, because what this does, the truth is that a lot of people can't afford to do this because they work and they don't have that time. True. I happen to be fortunate enough to
have the time.
Yeah, to have the time, because I
to also have a partner that is down for that.
Exactly. You know, I work for myself, so I can like decide to take this day off and dedicate it to doing stuff but people don't have that time. So what you're actually giving in exchange, what they do with school is you're actually paying for someone to dedicate that time to your child.
To just your child.
But I have the time, so I wouldn't want to outsource it because I can't do it. Yeah.
Well, that's inspiring and that's interesting, because believe it or not, people would have the time and not be down to do that kind of thing. But I feel it's also interesting because you're involved in knowing, you know, especially with what's happening with schools, to be honest. It's so scary.
It's not encouraging at all.
It's so scary, honestly.
And I feel like a lot of kids, when they're young, those are like their formative years. And you really want to imbibe in them the things you want to build their character. True. You know, like growing up, you know, I definitely went to school, but there are certain things about how my parents would teach me, you know, that till today I feel like that makes up like the foundation of my character. You know, so that's kind of what I'm doing for my son. I'm not trying to turn him to a mini me, but I want to, you know, do my best in helping guide him but down the right side of life, and, you know, set his morals. Like, this is wrong, this is right. You don't do this because everyone is doing it. The fact that everyone is doing it doesn't make it right. You know, you should be able to speak out if something upsets you. Because I feel like school can be very, I want everyone to be the same way. Oh no, if you don't want to do this, and then I'm able to be in the standpoint where I can observe his strengths and his weaknesses.
Yeah, so true.
I look at guys like, if you see them, William's sister, you know, their dad actually like took upon the guys who play tennis.
Okay.
You know, their dad actually like took them like his full-time job. The same thing with Lewis Hamilton, and you know, some footballers, all these guys who are
it's just in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's not just people do this. People are not open for it. We're just used to the norm.
Yes.
You know, so feel free to break out of the norm. Really.
Yeah.
It would start with you. It starts with you. So B, tell us 3 fun facts about yourself. What don't we know about you? Just give us like 3 facts about yourself. Like what would surprise us or what would shock us?
I cry when I watch rom-coms.
I should be like a hard guy. It would never show.
I'm not a hard guy.
Okay, something else.
What else? I'm actually really thinking. I'm very socially awkward and shy.
What?
But I feel like most people just assume I'm like putting on this air of like mystery and pride, but
is that
I actually don't know how to, like, if I don't drink,
I beg to differ.
I can't comport myself in a crowd of more than 3 people. I drank before coming here.
Let me tell you, right? When I was thinking of who to bring on here, I was like, I need a vibe. I need somebody that would understand my vibe, and I texted her one time. I think I'd spoken to, my partner about it, and I was like, this person. So I'd already sent my partner like the details before I'd sent it to the girls, because I was sure she would not decline, and she did not decline at all. So let me tell you how I am. For the sake of the show, so I can call her B. So I and B, let me we bond over turning up. If we are together somewhere, we'd have fun, live like, and I just love that vibe. I just love that.
And that's because there's always alcohol.
There's always a vibe is a vibe. Take it.
And I never used to drink for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
I'm actually more like red wine.
Yeah, like red
I'm
wine,
more like
champagne.
red champagne.
Yeah.
I know, of the good life. Oh my god. Okay, guys, I've had such an amazing time with B today. I'll keep saying that B because after this cut now it's back to Auntie B. I've had so much time with B, and we spoke about just for emphasis, it's not bad to be in that might work for you, but we're very key on find yourself. Any parting words for Covenant students or any students today?
No comments.
My parting word to you is do and leave that place. Do and find yourself, because I don't think it is. I understand the rules and I understand what they're trying to do, but it's not looking realistic. Also, shout out to Heaven on Earth set, or whoever is the Faith Academy and is watching this. You can still come out and still be good, notwithstanding. You can still come out. Heaven on Earth set. So they call us the set of the year. Like if the theme of the year is Heaven on Earth, if you graduate that year, you're called Heaven on Earth set.
That's
no
so
comment. It's what works for them. That's what they're doing now. All right, guys. B, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
We had such a good time. All right, guys. See you on another episode. You guys know my name is Ave already. My name is Ave, and she is.
I'm B. And thank you to the crew for making me comfortable.
Oh, you're welcome. See you guys another time. This has been Banter and That with Ave.
Hi everyone, my name is B and I'm on Batwa, Banter and That with Ave.